My first memory of the motorcycle is being at the sea with my family when I was 2.5 years old. When I saw little Honda 50, one of my friends was riding that bike. And I was just running around, and my father saw that, and then he just put me on the bike, show me where is the gas, where are the brakes. And then I start riding, and from there on, everything's begin. When I was little, my father was my hero, I was following him everywhere, where he go. He was racing motocross, and that was what I want to do when I became older, When I got my first bike, it was for Christmas. We just packed the bike. We went to grandpa and grandma's house, and I was just start riding, and I was riding till the dark every day, I think for 1 week. Until my father says stop, because I didn't see anymore, and I was start crying because I want to ride the dirt bike even more, and that's the memories that I really remember clearly, and that was when I was 3.5 years old. My father was the most inspirational person in my life. Basically, he teach me everything about the dirt bikes, about riding the dirt bike. Yeah, I always look up to him, I even remember having one of my first interviews when I was in a primary school, I think I was 6 years old. And they asked me what I want to become, and I say world champion in motocross. So a couple of years ago, yes, they invite me to the school, to have some inspiration speech to the kids, And they even give me that interview, and I didn't even remember, saying that because it was so many years ago. But, then I started to realize that already, since the beginnings, my dreams were to become a world champion, and I had that goal in my mind, and I was willing to do anything for this, and now I'm here.
Team is world champion. This is my life.
I'm coming from Slovenia, and in the past, let's say motocross, there was not so popular, barely some people know what kind of sport was that. And now, with more success that I had, more people start to follow this sport, and even the kids, they start to believe that they can become something big. When you see that something is changing, something is changing on better, getting better, it just makes you proud, because you can see that you were a little piece of this, helping that grow, and it's definitely a good feeling. Injuries are part of our sport and part of every sport, You have to accept it. But it's not good, Of course, when you get injured, you're not able to improve yourself, You have to be at home, wait to heal up. It hits you a lot also on the mental side, maybe more than on physical side, because if I remember, back in 2017 and 18, I had, let's say, 2 seasons full of injuries, I couldn't really find myself, and it was really difficult for the mental side, to start to believe again that I can do that. I could came back in the same shape that I was before, maybe in 2-3 months, but mentally still was something missing, You need one good result, You need just one good race, that you get the confidence back, that you get the belief back that you can, you can do that again. It's not easy, but that's part of the sport, and you have to accept it. when you get injured, and it was like almost every time when I get injured, it was like when I can ride again, like the first question to the doctor was like how long it's gonna take. It's kind of like addicted, like it's addiction. You are doing that for all your life and you don't know what to do when you have to sit at home, on the sofa and watch the TV for maybe 1 month or even more. Definitely missing that feeling, being on the bike. When you are sitting on the bike and going on your own world, like feeling that freedom of riding. I try to ride as much as possible, also just for fun, Most of the time is that happen like on the end of the season, because during the season and also like in the period of preparations, it's just kind of like work, You just came on the track, do your program, what you have, Usually it's doing a motos, making kind of like race day, You do one warm-up, 20 minutes, and then 2 times 35 minutes motos. And that's how it looks almost every day on the bike, But it's also like important to have some days on the bike just to have fun, just to go to throw some whips. I mean, like not riding really on the edge, just having fun with the friends or something like that, it's also really important, yeah. When you are smiling, when you are happy, you know that you enjoy, like you like what you do, and you are not there because you have to be, but because you want to be. Honestly, it's difficult to pick my favorite Honda bike, but definitely the one that I ride now. Honda really make a huge step with that bike, So yeah, I would say the bike that I ride now. I don't know how to say just in one word, but I would say my life. That's my life. I mean, like, I can't really imagine, life without motorbike, So, yeah, my life.